Alright, this is the book of Psalms, and this one is special. Okay, so this one is going to be part 15, and this is Psalm 119. So let me read you this. This is what I found in the companion book. This kind of explains it and what I learned about it. It says, this psalm on the written word or law of God is the longest of the Psalms and the longest chapter in the entire Bible. It is divided into 22 sections of 8 verses each, with with each section identified by a different letter of the Hebrew alphabet. The 8 verses in each section begin with their respective Hebrew letter. So I don't know enough about Hebrew letters to explain any of that to you, so I won't be able to help you there. I'm so sorry, and I'm not knowledgeable enough for that. But what I can do is when I read it, I will tell you what their letter is. Well, I don't know how to explain their letter, but they have like a word next to it. So I'm guessing they put a letter, they like write out the letter, Hebrew letter, and then they have the meaning next to it. So that's what and I probably can't even say some of these words, but I will spell it out for you so that you know what it is. So that's kind of neat though, huh? It's like the Psalm 119 is gonna be pretty long. So alright, so here I'll start it. So Psalm 119, and the first Hebrew letter is spelled out this way: Aleph, Aleph. So I would get your Bible on this and like read along with me so that you could actually visualize what I see too. And it says, blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with the whole heart. They also do no iniquity. They walk in his ways. You have commanded us to keep your precepts diligently. Oh, that my ways were directed to keep your statutes. Then I would not be ashamed when I look into all your commandments. I will praise you with uprightness of heart when I learn your righteous judgments. I will keep your statutes. Oh, do not forsake me utterly. I'm gonna pause for 1 second. I like this part because so it says, I like the second verse where it says, blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with the whole heart. I love that because I learned a lot when I was reading through the Chronicles, the book of Kings and Chronicles, because that spoke a lot about all the kings. And I feel like the book of Joshua was one of my favorite books because that one was like where Joshua wholeheartedly followed God, and it really showed a difference, like in when different kings, even if we're all gonna mess up, nobody's perfect, but it's like it's just, I don't know, I think God is just, it's really going to be hard. It's hard to follow wholeheartedly. I mean, it's not hard to, but it's like every day is going to make us mess up sometimes, because life with the world it's not easy. But we just got to stick with God, ask for forgiveness, and keep going the best we can. Alright, so I'll stop now. So the next one is Beth. Beth. That one's easy. That's the next Hebrew letter. So verse 9 now. How can a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed according to your word. With my whole heart I have sought you. Oh, let me not wander from your commandments. That one, I guess, pause. See, that one's a good one. That's a good verse to keep in our hearts because it says, with my whole heart I have sought you. So I feel like that might be the way that you seek God, because we want to seek God with our whole heart. And then it says, oh, let me not wander from your commandments. I like that one. That's a good verse. Your word I have hidden in my heart, that I might not sin against you. Blessed are you, O Lord, teach me your statutes. With my lips I have declared all the judgments of your mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of your testimonies, as much as in all riches. I will meditate on your precepts and contemplate your ways. I will delight myself in your statutes. I will not forget your word. And then now we're on to the next one, and it's Gimel. The Hebrew letter is meaning Gimel, Gimel. Verse 17. Deal bountifully with your servant, that I may live and keep your word. Open my eyes, that I may see wondrous things from your law. I am a stranger in the earth. Do not hide your commandments from me. My soul breaks with longing for your judgments at all times. You rebuke the proud, the cursed who stray from your commandments. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept your testimonies. Princes also sit and speak against me, but your servant meditates on your statutes. Your testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. Okay, so we're on to the next one. The next Hebrew letter is Daleth, Daleth. And that's verse 25. My soul clings to the dust. Revive me according to your word. I have declared my ways, and you answered me. Teach me your statutes. Make me understand the way of your precepts. So shall I meditate on your wonderful works. My soul melts from heaviness. Strengthen me according to your word. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me your law graciously. I have chosen the way of truth. Your judgments I have laid before me. I cling to your testimonies, O Lord. Do not put me to shame. I will run the course of your commandments, for you shall enlarge my heart. Now we're on to the next one. The next Hebrew word or letter is He, and it's verse 33. Teach me, O Lord, the way of your statutes, and I shall keep it to the end. Give me understanding, and I shall keep your law. Indeed, I shall observe it with my whole heart. Make me walk in the path of your commandments, for I delight in it. Incline my heart to your testimonies, and not to covetousness. Turn away my eyes from looking at worthless things, and revive me in your way. Establish your word to your servant, who is devoted to fearing you. Turn away my reproach which I dread, for your judgments are good. Behold, I long for your precepts. Revive me in your righteousness. Okay, so we're on to the next Hebrew letter is Wah. This one is W-A-W. Verse 41. Let your mercies come also to me, O Lord, your salvation according to your word. So shall I have an answer for him who reproaches me, for I trust in your word. And take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I have hoped in your ordinances. So shall I keep your law continually forever and ever. And I will walk at liberty, for I seek your precepts. I will speak of your testimonies also before kings, and will not be ashamed. And I will delight myself in your commandments, which I love. My hands also I will lift up to your commandments, which I love, and I will meditate on your statutes. Okay, we're on to the next Hebrew letter. This one is Zayin. It's Z-A-Y-I-N. In verse 49. Remember the word to your servant, upon which you have caused me to hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, for your word has given me life. The proud have me in great derision, yet I do not turn aside from your law. I remembered your judgments of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Indignation has taken hold of me because of the wicked, who forsake your law. Your statutes have been my song in the house of my pilgrimage. I remember your name in the night, O Lord, and I keep your law. This has become mine because I kept your precepts. Okay, we're on to the next Hebrew letter, Heth, Heth, in verse 57. You are my portion, O Lord. I have said that I would keep your words. I entreated your favor with my whole heart. Be merciful to me according to your word. I thought about my ways and turned my feet to your testimonies. I made haste and did not delay to keep your commandments. The cords of the wicked have bound me, but I have not forgotten your law. At midnight I will rise to give thanks to you because of your righteous judgments. I am a companion of all who fear you, and of those who keep your precepts. The earth, O Lord, is full of your mercy. Teach me your statutes. Okay, we're on to the next Hebrew letter. Is Teth, Teth, in verse 65. You have dealt well with your servant, O Lord, according to your word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I believe your commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I keep your word. You are good and do good. Teach me your statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep your precepts with my whole heart. Their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in your law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I may learn your statutes. The law of your mouth is better to me than thousands of coins of gold or silver. All right, and then we're on to the next Hebrew letter is Yod, Y-O-D, verse 73. Your hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding, that I may learn your commandments. Those who fear you will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in your word. I know, O Lord, that your judgments are right, and that in faithfulness you have afflicted me. Let, I pray, your merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to your word to your servant. Let your tender mercies come to me, that I may live, for your law is my delight. Let the proud be ashamed, for they treated me wrongfully with falsehood, but I will meditate on your precepts. Let those who fear you turn to me, those who know your testimonies. Let my heart be blameless regarding your statutes, that I may not be ashamed. Okay, we're on to the next Hebrew word letter, and it's Kaf, K-A-P-H, and that's verse 81. My soul faints for your salvation, but I hope in your word. My eyes fell from searching your word, saying, when will you comfort me? For I have become like a wineskin in smoke, yet I do not forget your statutes. How many are the days of your servant? When will you execute judgment on those who persecute me? The proud have dug pits for me, which is not according to your law. All your commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help me. They almost made an end of me on earth, but I did not forsake your precepts. Revive me according to your loving kindness, so that I may keep the testimony of your mouth. Now we're on to the next Hebrew letter is Lamed, L-A-M-E-D, L-A-M-E-D, and that's verse 89. Excuse me. Forever, O Lord, your word is settled in heaven. Your faithfulness endures to all generations. You establish the earth, and it abides. They continue this day according to your ordinances. For all are your servants, unless your law had been my delight. Unless your law had been my delight, I would then have perished in my affliction. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have given me life. I am yours. Save me, for I have sought your precepts. The wicked wait for me to destroy me, but I will consider your testimonies. I have seen the consummation of all perfection, but your commandment is exceedingly broad. Okay, next Hebrew letter is Mem, M-E-M. That's verse 97. Oh, how I love your law. It is my meditation all the day. You, through your commandments, make me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for your testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep your precepts. I have restrained my feet from every evil way, that I may keep your word. I have not departed from your judgments, for you yourself have taught me. How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through your precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. The next Hebrew letter is Nun, N-U-N, verse 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I have sworn and confirmed that I will keep your righteous judgments. I am afflicted very much. Revive me, O Lord, according to your word. Accept, I pray, the free will offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me your judgments. My life is continually in my hand, yet I do not forget your law. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I have not strayed from your precepts. Your testimonies I have taken as heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. I have inclined my heart to perform your statutes forever, to the very end. Alright, the next Hebrew letter is Samir, I guess. It's S-A-M-E-R, verse 113. I hate the double-minded, but I love your law. You are my hiding place and my shield. I hope in your word. Depart from me, you evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Uphold me according to your word, that I may live, and do not let me be ashamed of any of my hope. Hold me up, and I shall be safe, and I shall observe your statutes continually. You reject all those who stray from your statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. You put away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore I love your testimonies. My flesh trembles for fear of you, and I am afraid of your judgments. Okay, the next Hebrew letter is Ayin, A-Y-I-N, verse 121. I have done justice and righteousness. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Be surety for your servant for good. Do not let the proud oppress me. My eyes fell from seeking your salvation and your righteous word. Deal with your servant according to your mercy, and teach me your statutes. I am your servant. Give me understanding, that I may know your testimonies. It is time for you to set, O Lord, for they have regarded your law as void. Therefore I love your commandments more than gold, yes, than fine gold. Therefore all your precepts concerning all things I consider to be right. I hate every false way. The next Hebrew letter is P-E, verse 129. Your testimonies are wonderful, therefore my soul keeps them. The entrance of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple. I opened my mouth and panted, for I longed for your commandments. Look upon me and be merciful to me, as your custom is toward those who love your name. Direct my steps by your word, and let no iniquity have dominion over me. Redeem me from the oppression of man, that I may keep your precepts. Make your face shine upon your servant, and teach me your statutes. Rivers of water run down from my eyes, because men do not keep your law. Okay, the next Hebrew letter is, oh, this one's a hard one. Tsadde, Tsadde, verse 137. Righteous are you, O Lord, and upright are your judgments. Your testimonies which you have commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal has consumed me, because my enemies have forgotten your words. Your word is very pure, therefore your servant loves it. I am small and despised, yet I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and your law is truth. Trouble and anguish have overtaken me, yet your commandments are my delights. The righteousness of your testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. Okay, the next Hebrew letter is, I don't even know how to say this one, Qoph. It's Qoph, and this is verse 145. I cry out with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord. I will keep your statutes. I cry out to you, save me, and I will keep your testimonies. I rise before the dawning of the morning and cry for help. I hope in your word. My eyes are awake through the night watches, that I may meditate on your word. Hear my voice according to your loving kindness. O Lord, revive me according to your justice. They draw near who follow after wickedness. They are far from your law. You are near, O Lord, and all your commandments are truth. Concerning your testimonies, I have known of old that you have founded them forever. The next Hebrew letter is Resh, R-E-S-H, verse 153. Consider my affliction and deliver me, for I do not forget your law. Plead my cause and redeem me. Revive me according to your word. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek your statutes. Great are your tender mercies, O Lord. Revive me according to your judgments. Many are my prosecutors and my enemies, yet I do not turn from your testimonies. I see the treacherous and am disgusted, because they do not keep your word. Consider how I love your precepts. Revive me, O Lord, according to your loving kindness. The entirety of your word is truth, and every one of your righteous judgments endures forever. Okay, the next Hebrew letter is Shin, S-H-I-N, verse 161. Princes persecute me without a cause, but my heart stands in awe of your word. I rejoice at your word as one who finds great treasure. I hate and abhor lying, but I love your law. 7 times a day I praise you because of your righteous judgments. Great peace have those who love your law, and nothing causes them to stumble. Lord, I hope for your salvation, and I do your commandments. My soul keeps your testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. I keep your precepts and your testimonies, for all my ways are before you. The next Hebrew letter, and this is the last one, is Tau, I guess, T-A-U, and that verse is 169. Let my cry come before you, O Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. Let my supplication come before you. Deliver me according to your word. My lips shall utter praise, for you teach me your statutes. My tongue shall speak of your word, for all your commandments are righteousness. Let your hand become my help, for I have chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, O Lord, and your law is my delight. Let my soul live, and it shall praise you, and let your judgments help me. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I do not forget your commandments. All right, I'm going to pause there. So that one by itself, so that was a long, so that was just 119. But I recommend you guys go back through that and maybe learn some of the Hebrew letters. Like, I don't know what they mean. I really don't know enough about it. I gotta ask a pastor probably, or somebody scholar or something. They'll tell you about it. I really don't know. But I think it's interesting. Like, I'm curious to know myself. Like, I'm gonna have to like do some research on it somehow, figure it out. Maybe I can talk to somebody. I don't know for sure. But anyways, so that one was all by itself. I did part 15 was just one verse, or one chapter, 119. But as always, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.